was talking to BLORBO BINGUS the other day, and if you know anything about Mr. BINGUS, you know he's an opponent of the Andromeda Mine and Trade Act of the Third Solar Cycle of 72. And it's really got me thinking on how our society, despite all our moral grandstanding about progress and whatnot, we haven't even participated in the Intergalactical Congress yet, that determines the primary attitude of many space issues of our time. No wonder the Venusians are laughing at us and refuse to get in contact with us. We have yet to actually take a stand against those cruel space miners who keep taking out the moon people and taking all the resources for themselves. But you know, it's okay because it's not on our planet, right? That's what the mindset of many people are like, and frankly, I'm sick of it. We need to take a stand. We need to enter Space Congress immediately. We need to stop pretending like these are just aliens. No, they're our brothers, our sisters, and BLORBO BINGUS understands this. That's why I am supporting full support for BLORBO BINGUS for president. You see, he understands the real issue. He understands. All this squabbling between ourselves is only going to get us killed, right? Because in a galaxy in which space dwarves are able to conquer planets and mine your resources, I mean, come on. They're going to kill us. These space miners are going to drill us out of house and home. And listen, I understand it's scary. It's scary to admit when you're wrong. It's scary to admit when, you know, you live a certain way your whole life. But we really need to take a stand here. We need to take a stand, and we need to say, hey, this is our space colony. Hey, this is our land. This is our solar system. It's not your solar system, it's our solar system. And we want to make it better. We want to make our solar system better. But, you know, some people don't want to hear that. Some people don't want to hear that. They only care about earthly issues. And frankly, that's disgusting. It's disgusting. I don't care what happened on Earth today. I do not care because Neptune just had a 9/11. They had a 9/11 level event, and you didn't even know. There's protests on Saturn. They're making car bombs. They're making Saturnian car bombs. Think about that. Think about that. You don't think about it because you don't care, right? I've seen what happens on Pluto. It's crazy. It's crazy. Right? Do you know what's happening on Pluto right now? They're in a war right now. Fun fact, they're in a world war. A world war. Many Plutonians are dying. They're literally dying. And what are we doing? Wobbling amongst ourselves. Plutonians are currently at war with the moons of Jupiter. Did you know that? Not only is there civil unrest in Pluto, they also have to deal with the moons of Jupiter. Which, I don't know if you've ever been there. Not the kindest people. Not the kindest people. I don't like them a lot. People on the I don't even know how to pronounce the people's name. Juporians? Juporians. Yeah. Those are part of the Juporians on the moon. Cruel people. Terrible people. But anyway, listen, I'm telling you, the Plutonians and the Juporians, whatever. They're at war. The Jupiter Federation and Pluto are at war right now, and I bet you didn't even know that. What about the Council of the Sun? What about them? Did you even know there was a Council on the Sun? Because there is. The Council on the Sun, who believes that all planets have the right to solar light, they're currently infighting right now because they're sick and tired of Earthlings celebrating eclipses. Did you know that? Did you even think about that? Do you even think about the consequences of your actions? They're mad at us because we get excited when eclipses roll around. They don't like that. They don't like our moon. They've been asking us to remove our moon for centuries. And yet none of you even think about it for a moment. None of you even think about that for a moment. And that's what makes me sick. That's what makes me sick. You don't even know what's happening in your own solar system, let alone what's happening in other galaxies. God, I would hate to be in Andromeda right now. Because it's not only just the Mine and Trade Act of the Third Solar Cycle of 72. I just found out about this the other week. They also have to deal with something called BINGUS. And basically, the BINGUS policy is that if you're not covered in slime, there's a tax on everything you do. Because the king of Andromeda is a slug man, right? He's a slug man. He's kind of like Napoleon. He's like Napoleon and Caesar, all in one, right? And he's placed a tax on anyone that doesn't have like a thick film of slime. That's psychotic. Like, I don't understand. Why would anyone be taxed for not having enough slime? Yeah, now all the mammalites, they're gonna have to cover themselves in slime. Otherwise, they're getting taxed. It's because they don't have a natural gland that produces a thick film of slime. And you're worried about your fucking gas prices. Like, that's psychotic. You know what I mean? You're crying about what's happening in your quote-unquote nation. That's sick. That's sickening. Because at the end of the day, What happens in Andromeda affects us in the Milky Way. The Lords of the Milky are now considering this task. Think about that. Because they're also slime monsters. All of them are slime monsters. And yet you've never really thought about it, have you? You've never really thought about it, have you? Our Mammalite brothers have been trying to contact us for generations. Generations after generations, they've been trying to contact us. And yet you left them on red. You let that ringer ring, baby. What do you have to say for yourself, huh? What do you have to say for yourself? I know what I have to say. I support BLORBO BINGUS for president. Because he's gonna put this nation back on its tracks, baby. He's gonna unite all the tribes, put Earth as the center of the Milky Way. He's gonna show these people what it truly means to be a Victorian man. And my God, I am all for it. But you liberals in Congress, he continues to deny the fact that Andromeda has a slime monster king, and he's taxing people for not having thick vials of slime covering their body. I just want you to know this. You don't stand for me. You don't stand for the people on Pluto, currently at war with Jupiter's moons and themselves. You don't stand for the Solar Council, who are continuously fighting us to remove that object that's orbiting us called the moon. You don't stand for any of us. You don't stand for yourselves. And I am disgusted to call myself an Earthian. That's all for now. See you later, I guess.